I have a good friend from church, Julia. Julia is actually uh, h- her family how to say related to royalty, and actually she's I think if I'm not wrong, she's actually from another country, another Asian country. Julia is a graduate. I think she has been to one of the universities in England, and she has gotten her I think it was a master's degree or PhD from the English in the British University. And Julia's family stays in a four HDB flat that's quite near me. Also in Yishun where I stay. I visited her flat, her place for a few times when I was her good friend. And we always hang out at her place together with another friend and her brothers and sisters. She has a sister Melissa, who is also my church friend from my church. Because Julia and Melissa both attend my church and I attend my church, and we're always together. And so actually Julia's flat fascinates me. It's very fascinating because actually her flat is a three-room flat. It has one living room, one kitchen, and three bedrooms. One of the bedrooms is the parents' master bedroom. That one we will not go into that. And then another room which is her study room. A study room is just a one vernacular room, a vernacular rectangular room that you go in, and actually there are four study tables in that room and a shelf, and a bookshelf. The four study tables are those tall, what you call tall size units, tall height units, uh, with a one single unit with shelves unit on top, and then the backboard and table and drawers and all that. So she has got tall four units, four tall units, four tall study units in that room, in the study room, and then in her bedroom there are two double-decker beds. I mean there are four beds for all four of them, which are three, her and her three other siblings. And so actually one room is the specified, reserved and specifically meant for studying, and the other room is specifically meant for sleeping. And then Julia has bought the other time when I went to her place, this Ching Tian, her youngest brother, was, he was very relaxed. He was sitting propped, had the legs up on the chair, and then using the remote control to pew, 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 shoot at the and just play computer games on the computer. And Julia has a computer. She has two computer screens side by side, and then the computer unit and printer everything. And so, and this Jing Tian was lying back on a chair, on a study chair, and his legs up on another study chair, and just using the remote to play I think it was a Street Fighter game. I think the game was Street Fighter. They have Street Fighter in the computer. They have the game Street Fighter in the computer, and he was playing Street Fighter. And then I was asking, you're playing this nice game. Who bought for you the computer, huh? And he said, 姐姐 lor, 姐姐, Julia, Julia bought for you. You never even thank Julia for, never even thank your 姐姐 Julia for buying you a computer game, expensive computer game, and you just play, and then even thank her, and even rude to her, telling her to go away. How can you? How can you be so naughty? Huh? Excuse me. And then Julia says, never mind, leave him alone. And me and Julia actually went and sat down at Julia's desk, and Julia just showed me her things. Julia has some 装饰品, we call this table decors. And then actually I remember I actually gave Julia a small book size oil painting of a sunflower. I gave her for her present, her birthday present. She gave me a box of chocolates for mine. And then Julia's a good friend lah. She's my good friend. I'm her good friend as well. And when I just started my art business, I have an art business going on. It's got there. This is the name of my art business, Art Speaking. I have it for 3 years running, and the second year of my art business, Julia actually was nice to me. Actually bought a, a drawing from me. This big poster size drawing from me. I drew. She actually Julia commissioned me to draw her plants, and I drew her palm trees and flowers, you know. Mm. And then she actually went and she framed it up uh, with cardboard. She didn't put in a photo frame, like she just mounted on the cardboard, and she pasted it on her study room, you know, because she said she wants to decorate her house, you know. And there was other time when I was uh, friends with Julia, beginning to just be friends with Julia, we became good friends, and she came to my house. I told her I wanted to ask for help to paint my room for me, together with me, like help me to paint my room, because I was going to refurbish my room, and I needed to repaint it, and so I thought one person, if I did it one person, I'll be exhausted. So I thought, why don't I ask Julia? And Julia agreed to help me. And after Julia agreed to help me, we painted, and then I gave her I didn't have cash to give her to pay her. She didn't ask me to pay her, but I said, would you take this? I gave her a sapphire pendant, and the real sapphire pendant, which cost me around $180, and it was never worn before. No, it was worn before, but one or two times, and I told her, but it's still new. Would you take it as a payment in lieu of money? And she says, yes, why not? And actually she took it, but I never saw Julia wear the sapphire. Perhaps she gave it to her mom. Anyway, and that was it. And we went out a couple of times, and basically she came and hang out in my room, and I went to her place to hang out. But her place was, I think her house is really anointed, because I have never, but I'm an interior designer before I started my this art business, and as an interior designer, it has never occurred to me to reserve one room specially for 4 tables to be a study room, and to reserve another room for 4 beds for a study for a bedroom. It's never occurred to me to do that kind of a uniformity arrangement. But of course, Julia is right now she's married to an Indian man, and she has went to India with him, and came back. And I don't know what her itinerary is next, but I've been wanting to get Julia to come out to eat McDonald's with me. Hopefully I can find her soon. Her sister Melissa says that she's in India with her husband right now, but I'm not too sure what she's doing there in India. I says that, why don't you come back to Singapore? And she says that they have their own reasons for staying in India. So I thought, well, that's about it. I hope to see Julia again. I have a number, but I called up and it was engaged and it was not true. So I probably would call up Gwen and ask her for Julia's number, but Gwen is not answering the phone either, so I don't know what to do. You know, so hopefully I get to go back to church and see them soon.